First, you want to start off by tracing your template onto your sponge, and I just did that 3 times for all of these. And by the way, the sponges that I'm using here are just regular cleaning sponges, or you can even use a bath sponge if you want to. Or if you have some of those sponges that have those rough scouring pads on one side, then you can just peel that bit off and then just like draw the shape onto the soft side of the sponge. And also it's up to you how many you want to make as well. Again, I chose to do 3. Just because I just felt like doing 3. And also you can make yours as big or as small as you want. Really make it whatever size you want, but also depending on how big your sponge is, of course. So here's what they all look like. And next you want to start cutting these out. Here is what they all look like once I've finished cutting them out. And as you can see, I cut these out very roughly. They do not have to look perfect at all. You just want to neaten them off ever so slightly, just using your scissors. So yeah, you do not have to round these off or anything. It's really simple to do, because the felt is just going to be covering them up anyway, and it's just going to make them look a lot more neater when we're done. So now moving on to the next step. So next what you want to do is you want to take a piece of felt, and it can be any colour you want, and since I'm making 3 separate squishies, I've chosen 3 separate colours. So I chose orange, purple, and also like this teal blue colour, which I really like. I think it's really pretty. And the next what you want to do is you just want to take your template again, and also your pen, and you just want to trace it twice onto the felt like so. But you want to leave a slight outline around it just to make it just a little bit bigger than the actual squishy. So like that, and as you can see it's slightly bigger than the template. And you also want to do that a second time as well. So I'm just going to do that. So once you've done that, here is what they should look like. So now you should have 2 separate crescent moon shapes that are roughly the same size. Again, these do not have to be completely perfect. And I also did the same thing for the other 2 pieces of felt as well. Again, depending on how many of these you're making, you're probably going to have to do this a few times. And then once you have the pieces ready, we can move on to the next step. here they are once they're all finished, and I'm really pleased with how they all turned out. They're also really soft and really fun to squish. And again, this one is definitely my favourite just because I love this teal blue colour. And by the way, it is completely up to you how you want to attach the felt to the sponges. So again, you saw from the previous clips basically how I did mine. I just used my all-purpose glue just to attach the felt onto the sponge. Or you can sew the felt onto the sponge if you want to. But since I don't have any sewing equipment and also I don't really know how to sew anyway, I just use this instead. Which isn't like the neatest option because as you can see there is quite a bit of glue on these. But yeah, again, you can use or you can sew the felt on if you want to, which would be a much neater option. And I also ended up making a jumbo size one off camera. And for this one I used memory foam just to make a much bigger moon squishy. And then again I just covered it with felt and just attached it just using my all-purpose glue again. So yeah, completely up to you how you want to attach the felt. And by the way, all 4 of these squishies are going to be up for sale on my Etsy shop. So yeah, if any of you are interested in these, then please go and check out my Etsy. And I also have many more homemade squishies on my shop as well, so please feel free to go over there and check it out. And I think these are definitely some of the most unique homemade squishies that I've ever made, because I don't think I've ever made squishies that are like this before. So in a way they're kind of like plushies and also squishies at the same time. I feel like this one could also be a cushion since it's so big. So yep, that is it for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed watching. And as always, please feel free to request any more squishy tutorials you would like me to do in the comments below. And I really hope you enjoyed this one. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.